boost your energy soon.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard. From a haunted chick like me with disgustingly cute dogs. Hey, Stargazer. Welcome back to the Chammy. Tonight's special is the buy one, get one free. That means any tarot card reading you purchase is buy one, get one free. You can start with a $5 reading. You get 5+ cards, 5+ minutes. And it's just where we ask Spirit what you need to know right now. Also, you can get the $6 taco box, which is, you can ask up to 3 questions on that one. So they're a little bit different. $1 difference. One, you can ask a question, and the other you can't. So pick your poison. Every reading is buy one, get one free. There's also the 11/11 love reading, the $20 past, present, future, the $30 general. If anybody has any questions about tarot cards, tarot readings, YouTube, love, life in general, any questions about spirituality, law of attraction, law of assumption, law of expectation, always feel free to ask. Anything about music you might want to ask. If I'm not here, leave me a comment. If you do leave a comment, I will get around to acknowledging it within that month, I promise. As soon as I can. As soon as I see it. I mean, sometimes I see y'all's comments and I'm not really able to get to the phone at that time, or I'll know I've got to go back and read them, but I might not have the time to always go back right away, or as soon as I'd like to read or respond to any of the comments. So I'm just going to put some music on. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Everything you need to know is in the description. I'll look for some music to play. Excuse me. So I'm just going to put some things in the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and do the pinned comment so that when people come in the chat, they know what's going on, as well as the poll for the Q&A, and yeah, and then I'll go ahead and do a collective message for everybody. We'll see if Spirit has any messages for us. Hi Larry, how are you, dear? Welcome to the Chammy. Welcome back. Hey Harley's dad, welcome back to the Chammy. Hope everybody's enjoying December. Still cold in Indiana. Well, that's interesting about having AI editing your text. Yep, the smartphones aren't always so smart. I'm not texting you. Shut up. My friend Danielle was checking on me, so I replied. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. What do we need to know tonight about right now? You have any spirit messages for us tonight from the liminal space deck? Cards from the liminal space deck. I always love this card because it's like the #1 rule of the chamois. #1 rule here is be groovy or leave man. You can come back when you feel better. So that's the clarifying energy overall with this message from your most trusted and strongest spirit guides today. Beware of nostalgia, the kind that triggers you, especially the kind that sends you right back to that hell train state of mind that you don't want to be in, that you don't like, that you're not comfortable with. Try to go back to the nostalgia that might feel good to you, that might feel enjoyable to you. Maybe happy moments as a child or an adult, doesn't matter when. Maybe try to have an imaginary act. Maybe whatever is triggering you, have an imaginary act that it works out always in your favor. Because it takes a curse to break a curse card sort of feels like, I always felt about this card that since I'm somebody who does not believe in curses, you know, that I am the curse, that I am the curse breaker, that I am the one that chooses to not choose to be led around by the nose in regards to the meaning that other people give my reality. So beware of the nostalgia that doesn't serve you, that sends you back on that hell train. And remember that if you are feeling like, if you are starting to feel like things aren't going your way and you want to start blaming it on other people, it's not really going to serve you at the end of the day, because really your thoughts create, your thoughts count. Everything that's in the room that you're in, just like everything that's in the room I'm in, is there because of a thought. So, you know, just practice self-soothing. Okay? Don't be real important. Yeah, we can do your reading, dear. Practice that self-soothing. You know, be groovy or leave, man. You know, if you aren't capable of being, you know, groovy with your thoughts and your imagination. You know, I'm not saying it has to be perfect. I'm not saying everything has to align. I'm not saying, oh my God, you have to like heal all your childhood wounds and depression and be perfect to get what you want in life. But you do have to be good to yourself with your thoughts, and you do have to, you know, yeah, self-soothing, yeah, it's very important. And, you know, realizing that you were sent here to have fun. So yeah, be groovy to yourself, and try to leave that state of mind behind that doesn't serve you. This time of year can be, I feel, even more spooky than other times of the year, to be quite honest. What are your questions, Yvette? Feel free to put them in the chat, sweetheart. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 20 likes, I will turn the spirit box on and we can do free Q&A. You can ask it any question. 20 subs and we'll do a free Q&A on the tarot. But you gotta like and subscribe. You know, and maybe if, you know, we don't get the 20 subscriptions or the 20 likes or whatever, hold on to your questions and come back and you know, come back and let me know what you have in mind that you want to do for tarot or even a spirit box reading. Because there are some times when we do get the 20 subscriptions or the 20 likes, and I would love for you to be involved in those times when we do the free tarot and the free spirit boxing at the end of the night. You know, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next year. Hey Landon, I'm about to do a tarot card reading for Yvette. How are you tonight? Welcome to the chamming. Hey Harley, if you would like to get a tarot card reading about that, it only starts at $6. You can ask up to 3 questions and you can get 6+ minutes, 6+ cards. I do still have the $5 reading, which is just basically asking Spirit what you need to know right now. I don't know if you're still there, Stargazer, but thank you so much once again for your super chat donation. That was very kind and generous of you. Hello again, Kumarora. Cheers. So once again, Harley, when will the money come? Keep asking yourself when the money will come. It will never come. So try staying the likening that you're expecting it. You're not waiting around for it. It's already there. You know, there's so much money in the world, you know, and it's ready to be in your pocket. Ever or future misses? Well, that depends on what, you know, what are you telling yourself about that? I'm pretty sure you have the answer to those questions already. You just need to look within. You know, even if there is an already maybe misses. So, that's so interesting, Harley, about the glitching, because you're not the only one who's been saying that. Like, people have been coming here the last couple of days saying that, like, they'll go everywhere else on live streams and YouTube, everything's fine. They come into my channel and it's like their electronics start getting haunted. So it could be that you're not the only one experiencing in the chat. Sometimes y'all might type something and it won't go through as well. That's like not my fault. That's just YouTube. YouTube's broken. Hey Laundry Rat, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. Well, once again, that's just a limiting belief and circumstance that you'll have the misses once the money comes. You can't buy love. Those of you who are confused about that, please understand that you cannot buy love. And if you think that's how it works, please let me help you correct the error of your ways regarding what you think love is. Okay? Because you can't buy love. I mean, you can buy some things, but you know, yes, you can buy a puppy and that's love, but it's not the kind of love that can be your missus, you know what I mean? Okay, Yvette, so are you just being paranoid? Probably. How are you the one in change of your destiny? But gosh, I know I'm the one in charge of my destiny. But gosh, I really plan to leave. Like, what do you mean, Yvette? Like, do you mean like you want to leave town and start your life anew in some other place that's not around maybe the family? I've done it. I ain't going back. Yeah, I do it all the time. It's a cakewalk for me. It's weird, I think, to a lot of people because, well, first of all, I'm not quite sure that my family really realizes how much of a family person I really am. But I can't, you can't be a family with somebody who is, just like you can't be in a long-term, healthy, happy, harmonious relationship with people who are emotionally absent and emotionally abandon you and are only there emotionally there to support you when it's convenient for them. And it's horrible that it should have to take any amount of time for any of them to realize that. And it'll be great when they start coming around and realizing that. You know what I mean? And you can change it. But it's like, okay, so I see what you're saying, not leave town, but okay, so you feel that your family has been a huge part of the reason for okay, I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you mean by leaving your immediate family alone. Immediate family alone, other than, I mean, you should do exactly what would not trigger you. I know you feel that they may be a part of the reason, but you have to understand they're not. They can't help who they are. They can only act and show up to you the way that A, you allow them to, and B, they can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. So if you have a sibling or parent or a family member, cousins, nieces, nephews, and they're just absent, or they're just irritating, or they're just like, not, you feel like they're cramping your style, yeah, sure, accept that, that's fine. Okay, I understand, that's absolutely okay. That's normal for you to sometimes feel like, you know, someone else or something else outside of you is the reason, and that can drive you crazy thinking that at the end of the day you might have to even take an ounce of accountability for it. But you really do have to take an ounce of accountability for it, because like, what if it changed tomorrow? What if throughout space and time you were able to actually grasp, hey, happy holidays from LA. I love that. Thank you. Happy holidays from Atlanta. Um, but what I'm saying is, I'm not quite sure what you mean by they've been a part of the reason of what, that you feel as though they've been a part of a reason for what. You not wanting to be around, or are they making you sad? Like, is it? Cause I just don't feel like you should do anything that makes you feel triggered. I mean, yeah, it's your family, all for one and one for all, but it's like you have to understand that, like, at the same time, they're not living your existence. They're not living your reality. They're not experiencing what you're experiencing. And you should be pouring your time into those who are giving you their time too, equally and energetically. It doesn't mean that you need to match anybody's energy. You know what I mean? You stay in your own energy vortex and feeling in regards to that. But as far as being paranoid, yeah, it can be really easy to get paranoid, because you know, from one day to the next, life can be so random. But like I was just saying a little bit earlier to Harley, you got to do that self-soothing. I don't know what it is that you want from your family, but you can correct the error of whatever is going on. You can change it to make it better, or make it whatever it is that you want. Okay, so a part in your delay. All right. So you kind of feel like they're a part in your delay with something. Sad or just stagnant. Well, there you go. You just answered your own question. So you are feeling like there's some kind of delay in your life with something you want. Nothing to shut up. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. Now give yourself a pat on the back for admitting it. You know, you just might have to someday be like, you know what, shut up, I love you, to whoever it is you want to shut up. Shut up, I love you. Like, I do it all the time. Okay, pardon my French, but you just might have to do that, you know? But I do see that you're feeling already that you have some kind of delay or something stagnant, sad, stalemate in your life. But that's not true. Every day you wake up with options to move forward. But how are you looking at it? If somebody, you know, called you tomorrow and put you on a plane to go and do a project in LA for a day, and it was with a well-known artist, musician, whatever, I mean, or you had a project you were going to do and you know, you were going to make some money and it was locally and you were going to find some success with it or something, I'm pretty sure they would not be like, don't do it. I bet you they would try to help, and maybe you just don't realize that right now. But once again, I think they would help in the way they knew how to help. I'm not talking about moving mountains for you or anything like that, but I mean, I think that you could definitely turn it into whatever you want to turn it into. I mean, I don't know what you want to happen, but sometimes when we start to feel like, once again, like there's something outside of us that's controlling us or controlling the situation, it's time to start reminding ourselves that, you know, we have the power to step outside that front door and take a deep breath of the fresh air that's outside of it, to clear our minds and change our minds about whether we want to go back inside or not, whether we want to change the channel or not, whether we want to move on or move forward, or even stay where you're at. So Spirit, I'm calling forth your best, most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Is she just being paranoid? What was that question? I know you feel pretty much in the dark and paranoid about it, about the transformation that you may be going through in your life, but you're not alone. It's quite positive energy. I just think that maybe it might not be moving for you as fast as you had hoped. So yeah, you're just being a little bit paranoid, yes. You know, because you are very sensitive and about your transformation that you are going through at this time in your life, and you know you need these people to nurture you, not, you know, make you feel like dead inside or dead about what you're trying to accomplish in your life, because that's certainly not what it's about. Yeah, every day of paying your dues in regards to your career, your dreams, your life in general, you know, it can sometimes become a drag, and it's okay to, like, go at the pace that you're comfortable with. You know, it's not a competition. You know, life is about enjoying it, Yeah, and then sometimes we have people, you know, and sometimes we just have people, Yvette, who, that kind of thing is very normalized already. I feel like the Death card and the Empress card, it's so interesting because there's so much life, nurturing, love, caring in that Empress card, and Spirit's telling you with that Empress card to stay in that Empress energy. That's the version of you that everybody likes. And if you can't stand them, then change the channel and do something different. Do what it's going to take to change it so that you don't have to be around it, so you don't have to listen to it, so you don't have to hear it. That's probably, you know, one reason that I got away out of that situation a long time ago, because I saw it for what it was for. You okay?
Yeah, can we say good night? It's 1:30.
Alright, good night, Frank and Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.
Good night, Ninja.
You gonna take your dog with you?
No.
Okay.
She wants to sit over there. She got a big
Human dog bed, yeah. Thank you so much for the cat gift. I appreciate it. Yeah, starting to become disgusted. Yeah, and that's, you know, and that's when it's like time to, you know, put them on mute for 30 days on Facebook. So, you know how you can mute people on Facebook for 30 days and you don't get any other updates? You know, you just might have to start little by little by little practicing not reacting to what they say that disgusts you, triggers you, messes with your head, hurts your feelings. I've been through it, girl. Sticks and stones might break my bones if I don't break yours first. But your words will never hurt me, for sure. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but we're all born natural, born killers. So understand that this is just your natural biological instinct to protect yourself, and it's your inner compass and your intuition kind of just, it's kind of like your fight or flight. You see what I mean? Like we literally were, you know, born to survive. It's just that we now live in a time and an age where everything is so easy that we're not out there having to kill to survive anymore. And we're at the top of the food chain. And so, you know, now you've just starting to become disgusted, so you've got to start practicing not reacting to the disgustingness. And that can get really difficult. So get yourself a pint of ice cream and sit down and chill out and try to not think about, like, try to not vibe on those disgusting feelings, because it can really bring you down. Nobody cares, Tom. So what's your second question, babe? Like I said, whatever, you're disgust, you feeling icky about it, you despising the situation, all that. You've got to really turn that energy around so that you can start learning and practicing not reacting to it, because the more that you react to it, the more you're going to start spinning out about it, and the more it's going to start irritating you every day. It's kind of like just whatever. I think I practiced ignoring stupidity so much growing up that I guess I mean, at this point, it's kind of just like, okay. You know, I can't, can't let it get the best of me and how disgusting it's been, or even how disgusting it could get. Especially how disgusting it could get because, why worry about something that hasn't happened yet and probably never will. So I really want you to work on that becoming disgusted energy, because you deserve so much more better of a state of mind, and that state of mind is going to be so important for you. So it might be important to maybe start researching like the God state energy. You really truly can switch that light on and start controlling that steering wheel of your car. I'm sorry about the pithiness. I mean, these people just must be really used to that kind of... I couldn't be around that all day. Some people just angry like that, honey. It's not your fault. Your parents' faults or your family members' faults are not your problems. They're not your fault either. And they don't reflect either who you are as a person. So, I mean, think about it. Just do you. Do what you feel like you gotta do. Okay, I'm just going to take a little break. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes. I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad needed help with something. I'm back now. What are you guys doing tonight? Anything special? Anybody doing anything special for the holidays? I see your question here, Yvette. Spirit, what does she need to know about the benefit program with the company? Hey, Earth Angel. Yeah, they will be reimbursing you. It'll be a new beginning for sure. Here in the not too distant future. You got the Ace of Pentacles, 5 points on the star. It could come into completion, Yvette, in maybe the next 5 days, 5 weeks to 5 months. I hope that helps. Right on, Earth Angel. Tomorrow you're going to a holiday mixer? Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, this exciting. Can't wait to hear all about it. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do something real quick for my dad. Oh, you need to text your dad back? Okay, right on. Yeah, text your dad back. What's a pop-up? I have no idea. I just heal people all day long. Oh, that's interesting. Thanks. Yeah, no, they're definitely cat ears. They're not horns. You're wearing no horns. It's not Halloween yet. Although it's Halloween here every day. Do you know what the theme is yet? Is it Christmas? Is it a Christmas theme? Okay. Sounds fun.
If you rely on your Medicare Advantage dual special rate plan for low-cost or no-cost prescriptions, there's an important update to share. Starting in 2026, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services is ending a program called the Value-Based Insurance Design Model. Next year, your prescription drug coverage may look a little different. For the latest information about this change and other Medicare initiatives, visit uhc.com/.
I'm okay. I've been a little bit stressed, but I think it's just normal stress, you know. How have you been? You know, it's just like everyday life shit. Pardon my French. Thanks so much for asking. Yeah, definitely, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's been pretty overwhelming. um, but it's all good. It's all gravy. It's all good. It really is. I'm doing good. So if anybody does want to get a paid reading, a great time would be to do that now, to go ahead and pay for it, because I am going to be ending the live soon here. I've been here for about an hour, and I've got an early start to my morning tomorrow morning, so I'm going to have to jump off here pretty soon. Hopefully I won't be on the phone all day with strangers or waiting for strangers to answer the phone again. That sounds great. You know, I just feel like that's a wonderful place to go, especially a time like this when, you know, it's like this, they say it's the most wonderful time of the year, but man, it feels like the scariest time of the year. It really does. It really does. Hey, Metal Rain, welcome back to the Chammy. How's everybody doing tonight? How are you, Metal Rain? Are you back home yet? Or are you still out and about? going to go ahead and put a few things in chat and do a free collective message. See if Spirit has any messages for us before I peace out tonight. Maybe Spirit will have a love message, or maybe a message about career finances for us, or maybe Spirit will have no message at all. Good. I'm glad that work was good for you. That's awesome. Now, were you with Gemma again tonight, or was that a picture from last night? A cult? Oh. But I thought that the news every day is always about a cult in court. and a court that is a cult. Okay, so that picture is from last night. Okay, yeah, she's so cute. She's such a cutie pie. I'm really confused about this commercial that I keep hearing in the background. Like, where is it coming from? Okay, that is so strange. I keep hearing like voices, but it's coming from like an invisible window I had open on YouTube. YouTube commercials. There's too many of them anyways. Maybe it's like the commercials on the chat. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, we all have that one ex that's the weirdo. Don't worry, Archangel. Mine thinks he's a demon. The other one thinks he's a woman. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being the man. Eliana didn't bother messaging today. She was going to stay over tonight, but I didn't hear from her. Okay. Well, that sucks. I hope that maybe you will hear from her tomorrow. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Do you have any, as a collective, do you have any messages about love, life, career in general? Anything we need to know about right now, Spirit? Before I close the Spirit portal and say goodnight. Okay, so Spirit has a message of love. A message of love in the home and resting, getting some rest. It's time for rest. It's time for nurturing yourself and getting some much needed rest. Nurturing your home, loving your home a little bit more. Protecting yourself in your home a little bit more. Maybe the Seven of Wands is about, you know, maybe getting some extra security, or just maybe getting some things out of the way so it's a little bit safer to walk around and enjoy the holidays. You have a lot of stuff maybe cluttered up from decorating or cleaning or stop looking back over the year and focus more on what's ahead of you. With your love life, it's looking pretty good for everybody. Especially the love that you're going to start putting into your home. And with more rest, the better it's going to be in regards to accomplishing all the wonderful and new versions of your reality that you want to experience in the new year. So marriage, some of you may be getting married or experiencing a divorce. Or maybe marriage is getting in the way of your love life. Or maybe you feel you have to get married to have a love life, but that's not necessarily certain. Or maybe you feel you have to stay married or unhappily married. Children, your love life is also being affected by children. You know, that can also mean that other adults who are being immature. And not necessarily maybe children. Yeah, you could always do that mental rain if you'd like to. But if you would like to get a taco box, we can always do a reading privately if you want to. Or we can do it here on the live, whatever is easier for you. You're going to be filing for a divorce soon? Awesome. Well, make sure that you celebrate whatever it was that you created with that person. You know, ring in the new story with a celebration. Celebrate, you know, what you had, what you created, and what you're, you know, leaving off of to set sail to a new love story, a new life story, a new journey. You wouldn't be where you are right now without each other, so it's time to enjoy the process instead of hate each other because of it. So have fun with your divorce. Try not to think of it as something that's going to be incredibly difficult, because it won't be. It'll only be difficult if you make it more difficult for yourself by getting in the way of yourself. And you know, don't be down about it. You know, you were sent here to have fun, Archangel. Oh my God, I love that song. Love that song, Fernando. I don't know if I was ever able to find anybody to give me the guitar chords. Yeah, I've been singing that song for years. Yeah, it's the beginning of your new life. So let's see, chords for Fernando. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? God, I love that song. And the way that she sings it is just so beautiful. And, oh God, I just love that song so much. And do people even really get what that song is about? I don't think they understand what that song is about. Huh. A major, D. I don't have the stupid app, just give me the chords. that song. Let's save it for another time, Yvette, because I've got a paid reading to do now, and we've far exceeded 6+ minutes in your reading. And remember, the reading you got was a $6, so it's 6+ minutes, 6+ cards, 6+ questions. 6+ minutes, 6+ cards, up to 3 questions, whichever comes first. And middle range is paid for a reading, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to his reading, because I'm trying to actually log out and go to bed, because I've got to be up with the butt crack of dawn to make an incredibly important phone call, which is probably going to turn into me just sitting on the phone for 12 hours till they close and nobody answering. Again. So, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what I've been going through in my personal life, okay? And I hate the phone, okay? I hate it. I want to stab it. I hate it. Stab it with my nail file. What are your questions, Metal Rain? You have a great night too, Earth Angel. But what's coming in for you, Yvette? I'm just going to let you know. It's all good. Lots of interesting and fun and amazing new adventures. And so be good to yourself with your thoughts. Remember, you're practicing not reacting to what you don't like about your family and reacting very little. Or maybe not even at all to what you do. Okay. I think that respect is so important among family members. I think that people can really, I think family members can really, you know, trigger you into thinking and feeling things that maybe you should or shouldn't. But, you know, you can change it. It doesn't have to be so difficult, sweetheart. Keep me updated about it. If you've got any questions, you know, just feel free to email me anytime. And I'll try to respond as soon as I can. You're still thinking of the questions. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. See you in a little bit. I swear to God, y'all are trying to just get me to fall asleep right here on the chat. So that the next 11 hours. I wonder if the iPad would even last that long. Probably not. Considering I think the longest live I've done is like 3, maybe 4 hours. Yep, it's $6 for a roadmap to your heart's desires. You can start at $5 just to see what Spirit needs you to know right now. Oh, you're so welcome, Yvette. Thank you, sweetheart. Good luck with your mixer. Let me know how it goes. I'll be back tomorrow night, right here at the haunted house. In a disgustingly beautiful graveyard. Yep, and once it, like your reading said, once you turn things around on you, eyes on you, all eyes will be on you too. Now, Lorraine, do you want to just send the questions to me on Facebook when you figure out what questions you want to ask? Alright, well, let me know, memory. I'll be right back. Those are my pillows.
Some people just don't get it. That Squarespace isn't just for websites. You can get a domain from Squarespace too.
Hey, I'm
It's
back.
kind of like how your parents don't get how
had to
you
get
make
the
a living
puppy.
off your art, but you do. And with a domain like existentialglitter.com and a website from
What kind of
Squarespace,
commercial
you
is
can build a
this?
brand for yourself.
Alright. He messaged her. Interesting. Okay. You okay? You alright? You need me to put you down? Okay. Okay. Alright, precious. There you go. Run away. Well, Well, she does want to please you and does want to make you happy in regards to going to the Disney thing. She does want that to work out. You'll have to keep communicating with her about it. How does she feel about you? She feels like you don't tell her everything. She feels like you are incredibly defensive as well, and protective. She wants you to talk to her more, but it's like as if she wants you to talk to her more about what's going on in your head. You know, what's going on in your, what's going on in your life? What are the things that you want to do? She does like being the center of attention.
For the ones who get it done.
You want to get a channel message from Buddy? But she overall feels that you're somebody who's very giving, caring, loving. Sorry about this commercial. I don't know where it's coming from. But overall, we know that she can be immature. That children card there. She's experienced unrequited love in her life, so that's pretty much normalized to her. But very soon, I think that you both are going to create a definitive line as to where you're going, what you are, where you want to be with your lives and your relationships. Hey Fiona, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and get a message from Buddy the cat. And then I am going to have to say goodnight, you guys. Because it is very late. And I've got to be up really early. But I'll be back again tomorrow night. Maybe even early tomorrow afternoon. Evening. Just not sure yet. Spirit, are there any messages from Buddy the cat for Meadow Rain? Strangely perfect timing. To ask this question. Hold on, let me turn all these cards over. See what Spirit has to say as a channel message for Buddy the cat. Kneel before no one. Yeah, he's happy. He's still being his usual cat self. He has no problems, no fear, no sadness, nothing like that. And the kneel before no one card. He's spending a lot of time in the back rooms. What does that mean? That might mean that in spirit, he's like, his little energy is in the back rooms of the apartment, maybe. Maybe in the back of your room or something. He's hanging out. Okay, all those cards are falling out of my hands, so I'm just going to take them and put them all aside. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, that fell on the floor and it's face down. I think he misses the other cat a little bit, despite the fact that they didn't really get along very well. You said. I think that Buddy is also letting you know that in the broke is the beginning and the parasitism card that it was a bit difficult going through that transition, and that they felt or feel a little bit broken up about the fact that like they're not with you physically. They just kind of feel like this energy that's looming about in the cosmic fuckery of things. It can feel very confusing to spirits when they cross over at first. Grasping, they grasp so many years of actual living that, it can probably become a little bit, chaotic to kind of grasp. you know, overall, being without that rental car. Sounds so interesting, Metal Rain. So Metal Rain, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to any or onto any of the ghost tours in Los Angeles? Or ever heard of any ghost tours in Los Angeles? Just curious. Hey, no. So Rose's cats are in your brother's room, so she came with cats. Oh, God. Who's cleaning all those litter boxes, man? Sorry, I have an appropriate litter box. It's called a litter robot. If y'all are still scooping the poo, I would suggest, especially if you have multiple cats. I love cats, so I hate scooping the poo. Oh no, In and Out in Tennessee. Yeah, he's probably haunting the cats in the back room. I used to have a cat named Little Buddy. Little Buddy boy. Somebody kidnapped my cat named Little Buddy. Sucks. I never found him. Oh no, your litter robot won't cycle anymore? Oh, that sucks. I bought one for my cats. And then they both turned 22 and they died. So now their litter robot is a litter robot ghost in the corner. I only used it for 6 months. Will I get another cat? Probably not. You know, not unless some cute little innocent kitten shows up on the corner. Which I highly doubt is going to happen. Fuck, I just probably manifested it. Pardon my French. Learn to flush the toilet. Learn to flush the toilet. You like ferrets? You like ferrets? Ferrets are okay. If you don't keep ferrets and guinea pigs and hamsters and rodents like that real clean, oh my god, it's so gross. I'll be right back. But yeah, Buddy's hanging around you. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. It's very kind and generous of you, Metal Rain. I'm putting all that towards Ruby's blood work. So let me see. She's been on her antibiotic for a week. So she's got like 3 or 4 more days of it. And then I'll probably take her in at some point next week for the blood work. Which is going to be $180, and I have 40 of it on the care credit card, and then whatever I made this week I will put towards her blood work. I also need to get Rudy's thyroid checked. I need to check next time. Probably need to call them and ask what it is just to check the thyroid. So I think they want to do a full senior blood panel, which is $180, which doesn't make any sense to me, but pet bills, yeah. My dog needs some dental care. So I am just working on getting some extra money together for that. I mean, she's overall healthy, don't get me wrong, but we need to see which teeth need to be taken out and which teeth need to just be cleaned up a little bit. Hey, Tricky Ricky, how are you? Can you ask one? It's only $5 for a reading, and then I will ask Spirit what you need to know right now. If you'd like to ask a question and get a tarot card reading, it's only $6. It's also buy one, get one free tarot card reading. So if you buy a reading, you get a second one for free. Whether you buy the $5, the $6, the $11.11, the $20, or the $30 general reading. Yeah, I have Chihuahuas. So one of the Chihuahuas, her teeth are really good. But I've had her since she was the baby. And I've taken very good care of her teeth. And she doesn't seem to have any like degenerative dental diseases that she was born with or that are genetic, like one of the other Chihuahuas who lost all his teeth by the time he was 5 years old. It didn't matter how much I took care of his teeth. I had to have them all removed. Pretty much all of them except for like 2. So I used to call him two and a half teeth. Well, now he has 1 tooth. So, because Ruby, who needs the blood work done, and him were playing around one day, and she roughhoused him so bad that she knocked a tooth out of her face and knocked a tooth out of his face. So we had to deal with the tooth knocking out of his face first because it ended up causing him to have a seizure. So we went and had that tooth removed in September. But then I noticed Ruby also having some loose teeth up front. So now we're just getting around to checking out what's going on with that. But the doctor said she was very healthy, but she wanted to put her on an antibiotic just to be sure that if there's any infection, it's cleared up before blood work is done. You had to keep the bedroom door closed. Okay. So, haven't been very many subscribers tonight, but there have been 19 likes. So I'm going to go and get the speaker for the Spiritbox. I'll go ahead and put it on for just a little bit. We can go ahead and ask it some questions before I log out. But I'm only going to spend like, maybe like another 15 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure overall he was a good cat. I mean, I feel that energy from him for sure. He feels like a pretty good sweetheart there. So what do y'all want for Christmas? I really want to win $1 million. And then we're all gonna go on vacation. And I'm gonna move to LA. You know, Metal Rain, if I had my way, I'd be out there. I'd be in LA. I wouldn't be here in Georgia. It's just something I've always wanted to do, is move back to LA since I left it. What the fuck I'm still doing here, I don't know. But, you know, it's probably mostly been my limiting beliefs and circumstances about money.
Maximum volume.
Maybe I can get a job at a radio station, and then, I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to support myself living out there. Support Dad and I. I mean, it just makes sense. Unfortunately, you know, Tennessee has been taken hostage by a uncivil war and an illegal stockpile of guns. And I'm very disappointed to see that the state of Georgia is getting rid of pretty much some of the most important healthcare options for the people that live here. I'm pretty upset about the fact that you know, there are so many different healthcare options, and there really isn't anything that's affordable, I don't think, for anybody that's below a certain income level right now. I've just turned off the camera because I'm trying to plug in the Spiritbox, and I don't want you guys to see my big fat ass in the air. Am I still going to do a podcast? I don't know. Are you still going to be on the podcast with me? I need you. I need Molly. I need Meryl. I need Laura. And I need anybody who is willing to talk about, you know, sucking and fucking and politics and drugs and life and religion and anything that we hate and love all at the same time. You know, I'm definitely the poster child for nepotism here. And I'm definitely altruistic poster child for altruism. And I just really feel like it's very, like, I think it's kind of important to me to make sure that, to show that people of different types from different places and different cultures can, you know, get along peacefully and make a good understanding of life, even if we're all different. You know, I know there's a lot of different people on YouTube who do this kind of podcast as well, but I'm not trying to do a podcast that, like, makes fun of anybody. I'm not trying to do a podcast that points anything out about, like, what's fucked up about people in general as much as I'm trying to do a podcast that's helpful to people who maybe, who maybe are not getting the help that they need. For maybe some other podcasts or other YouTubers who might want to do that kind of thing or are doing that kind of thing. I mean, I will be honest. I do watch some of these podcasts with kind of those kind of themes and things. And I mean, does anybody even really walk away from them understanding themselves a little deeper? I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't seem that way. I could be wrong though. I mean, are you guys actually going out and learning not only, federal law, but state governed laws and your city governed laws? I mean, I'm kind of just elated at the fact that the city I live in has its first Democratic mayor for the first time in 30 years, but I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I just really don't think that politics is, I think that politics and religion is like a fairy tale in 2025, and there needs to be some kind of revolution with some kind of different some kind of system, because I think what we've been using for the last 100 years isn't working anymore. Just like what was happening politically 500 years ago might not even work for us really at a time like this, even though it kind of feels like people want to push their agenda politically and religiously on us in regards to, what was going on 500 years ago. Hey, wise old man, welcome back to the chamming. Well, first of all, I don't drink milk, so that's just disgusting. And Cheetos are really bad for you, so no. If there's any spirits with us now, can you please show your presence or maybe say something to us on the spirit box? Tell us your name. But yeah, I still want to do a podcast, but we gotta have meetings and subjects and talk about things, and unless you just want to start the podcast and we all just start talking about whatever was on the TV that day. I don't know. I don't really know how to start it. I don't really know where to go from here or there. I just know I just think that it would be fun to do a podcast. I've never done one on YouTube before. Imminent. What's imminent, spirit? Can you tell us your name? What's your name, spirit? Are you here with us now? Did it just say yes?
Please.
You're here at my place? What? Is Buddy the cat there? That's so cute. Yeah, is Buddy the cat anywhere? It's Ronald Reagan. Yeah. Ronald Reagan's skeleton after all these years. We're calling forth Ronald Reagan. Are you there on the spirit box, Ronald? What do you think about that commercial they put you in recently? Excuse me. Nobody ever talks about Ronald Reagan anymore. So it was interesting to see him come up. Alright, I'll be right back, but I'll leave the volume on so you can listen to the spirit box. Spirit, what about Thailand? Spirit, what about Thailand? Spirit, what about Thailand? Is there something we need to know about Thailand right now? What's happening in Thailand right now? Hey Meryl, welcome back to the Chammy. I guess there's some severe flooding going on in Thailand. Are you from Thailand? Spirit, are you in Thailand? Are you from Thailand? So yeah, I mean, if I had the opportunity to move to California tomorrow, to move to the greater Los Angeles area or in that general area, I would be there like probably tomorrow, Melvin. I wouldn't stay in Georgia, and I probably wouldn't move on to Tennessee if I thought that I could find some kind of established music scene there in California and, you know, maybe find a job or find, you know, you can work here and find great jobs. I've done it 100 times or more, but it's like, you know, I mean, it's about surviving wherever you go. I mean, I don't really know that we ever get out of survival mode, whether we're having fun or not. A lot of people will say, I've just been in survival mode, I haven't really been able to enjoy anything. But you gotta take some time to enjoy. Why do I hear a helicopter at 2:45 in the morning? That's a little bit strange. And scary. And not normal. How do spirit boxes work all night now? Can you guys hear that helicopter? Can you hear that? Scary. I hate it. I hate the sound of a chopper. Hey, Stoner Cat. How are you? What's up, meowing? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? I'll go back to New England. I'll go back to California. I'll move to Tennessee. But I will not move outside of Fulton County here in the state of Georgia. I'll just not fucking do it. If I don't have to. Hell no. No, no, no. I just don't know if I could do it. I love my Spiritbox. It's not on an app. It's not on a phone. Just so you can see, my phone's off. It's not. It just says music is sacred. It's my screensaver. It's my dogs on my screensaver. That's Rooney and Ruby and Gypsy with a J. But yeah. Okay, well, how about I just say this? I'm moving to California. How about that? That feels so good to say. I'm moving to California. I'm moving back to California. Okay, I'm just gonna start saying that. Why not? I have waited for years to say that. There you go. I just decided at 3 o'clock in the morning I'm moving back to California. How about that? I mean, I'm not gonna move to Michigan. I'm not gonna move to any other state that might have the health insurance I'd want. Not all the states in America have the health insurance I want either. So, might as well as go to California. They have the health insurance I want. Yeah, my mom and my sister are both from California, and so is my grandfather. My sister's from San Francisco, and so is my mom, but my grandfather's from LA. And my brother's from Hawaii, and my dad's from Cyprus. I gotta go to bed, you guys. The whole town is evil. Aw. What, all of Los Angeles is evil? Or Nashville? I think wherever you go, there you are, and it is what you make it. Northern California is better. Merrill's in Northern California. Or like right on the border, like I think Merrill might live on like a street where one side of it's California and the other side of it is Nevada, maybe? I can't remember. No, my brother was born in Hawaii and lived there for a little while growing up. I think Merrill lives in Lake Tahoe, yeah. Where's that place that's a couple hours from LA? I think east. It's another lake town like that, but it's not Lake Tahoe. It's nice meeting you too. Oh no. At no. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back Saturday. I'll be here Sunday. I don't know if I'll be here Monday. But yeah, I'll be here all weekend, sweetheart. Come back. Well, I do live tarot. We do the spirit boxing. I got the Rempod. Even on the weekends, we sometimes watch like spooky silent films that are old. That neighborhood, it's called Lake Arrowhead, Metal Rain. I don't know what it is about Lake Arrowhead. Like, it kind of gives me this like Twin Peaks feeling. I love it so much. Like, I would love to I'd love to just go camping or go to an Airbnb for one night there. It would be so nice in Lake Arrowhead. Yeah, I know. There's also Big Bear. Which one do you like better, Arrowhead or Big Bear? You changed it because creepers. I understand. What area is still cheap? But see, here's the thing about me and moving. I'm a terrible person, you guys. Like, I want a house. I want to live in a house that with a yard and then maybe a tree in the yard and a backyard and maybe a neighbor. I grew up in those little tiny apartments with, like, you know, no space, and everything's like 40 years old, and it's always kind of been like that. So, you know, I'm fine with that though, as long as it's a house. But I don't know where you would find a house for rent that anyone can even afford in an area like California. I just don't know. I mean, I get on Zillow all the time and I look at like what the cheapest houses are for rent in California. I got some houses in the middle of nowhere with no trees. I like need a tree, you guys. If I'm moving to California, I need a fucking tree. Pardon my French. No, Curtis, I'm not going to be showing you my balls on my chest tonight. Not tonight. Not tomorrow night. Actually, never. I mean, maybe in your dreams in your next life, but nah, not anytime soon, my dear. Still cheap in Bakersfield? That's interesting. That's where Travis is from. He's from Bakersfield. That's where he grew up. Curtis, shut the fuck up. You acting like you ain't ever seen a titty before.
Right.
So, Salton C is the cheapest, but there's a catch. Damn, I had to try. So Salton Sea is the cheapest, but there's a catch. You've never heard of Lake Isabel, Bakersfield? You have a friend near Lake Isabel, Bakersfield area. I hated visiting the trees. Felt like everything was dead. Yeah, I can't be having that. And you know what's so sad about that whole area is that the whole area used to just be nothing but a rainforest. Hello, Curtis. There's probably a lot of freaks out there. It's all good. Everybody wants to see my feet and my tits, but nobody wants to see my tarot cards. And if everybody does want to see my tits or my feet or my tarot cards, they all want it for free. Like, what do I look like? God? Trust me, I'm not God herself. I don't do nothing for free. Especially show you my feet. Or a tarot card reading. How do you pay? PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Super Chats. Hey you guys, this is not a tarot channel by the way, but I do the tarot on the channel, on the lives, because it's fun. And it's how I keep food on the table, how I pay my bills. But I also do live music. This is a channel that belongs to an artist, a musician, myself. My name is Stormy. Please check out my playlist. Check out my Stormy Blue music playlist. So you can check out my original music, my fan requested cover songs. Who knows what the hell you'll find on the channel. Cute videos of the dogs, things like that. Maybe me talking about the ghosts. I don't know. I started making a series about like the ghosts and stuff that I live with and the experiences I have here. But I've had no time to myself to work on a series because I'm always working, trying to like make money to survive. But I do promise I'm going to get that stuff out for you guys to watch. I'm making a series about my music. I'm making a series about the ghosts. And I have every intention of sharing it with you guys. This is the second time as a collective message we've gotten this card tonight. So whoever it is that's like in love, looking for love, wanting someone to come back regarding love, whoever that person is on your mind, they do truly love you and respect you You can't really have true love without respect. They do want to come back, even if it's just as a friend, to be some kind of support. I'm just doing the last collective message before I go to bed, before we all say goodnight. I think it's interesting that we're getting those cards again from the Golden Girls deck, so I'm just going to ask Spirit to clarify a little bit through the through the liminal space deck. Okay, so some people would love to stop you from changing and transforming into the beautiful butterfly that you were meant to be. But keep on growing, keep on loving yourself, keep on being good to yourself. There's a little bit of cosmic fuckery going on right now. We got this card last night. We've been getting this card a lot, actually, which is telling us, you know, we've just come out of the full moon. We're going into a little bit of a dark moon. We have been going through a retrograde. But, you know, it's time to truly start taking care of ourselves. Looking forward to the success that we are going to have. Looking forward to enjoying the success that we have accomplished this year. And the Six of Wands, talking about that success. Even if it was just you did better about getting out of bed this year and being more diligent about your health, or even whatever it was that you maybe was important to you this year in that Six of Wands. But there's also that cup there, which really shows me a lot about a new beginning. Once again, that's why I'm bringing up the new year. Because the Ace of Cups is about a new beginning in love, and we have the Two of Cups sitting here next to this. Even though it's a Six of Wands, she has one little cup in her hand. And I'm just trying to tell you that that's what Spirit's saying. Many of you will begin your new year in a new love story. Even if it's just your own love story about loving yourself more and redirecting your energy more back onto yourself. You know, many of you will probably go through breakups. Many of you may go through a divorce. Maybe you will go through a separation that you're intended to go through before you have a divorce, but it doesn't have to be a miserable breakup, a miserable divorce, or you know, a miserable time being single either. Celebrate it. If you are single, celebrate it. If you are getting into a new love story, celebrate it. Okay, you can be and do whatever you want. Just keep moving forward. Many people, like I said, would want you to stay the caterpillar. But keep you know, chasing those butterfly dreams. What does this card say again? It says butterfly dreams. Yeah, that's the butterfly dream card. You went through widowhood. You know, my cat's name was Widow. But not because of any reason about, like, you know, the death of a husband or wife, or because his cat wife or cat husband died. But I had a friend who had a stage name that was PB Widow, which you might think would stand for Pure Black Widow, but it doesn't. It stands for Pussy Busting Widow, because he would play the Metal Rain, he would play the ships with, like, with his band or whatever, and he would always, like, find the women that were widows to, you know, to get laid. They were the easiest, I guess, for him to make soul ties with, I guess. And it's so funny too, Metal Rain, because his name was Fernando. He's a pretty damn good bass player. I wish, I actually still wish I could work with him. He was such a very talented musician. Very talented wife as well. She was such a good flute player. Alright, you guys. I'm going to go for now because I got to be up soon. It's 3:01 in the morning. If there's any spirits that have anything that they want to say to us before we close the spirit box. Metal Rain, let me know when you want to do your free reading anytime. I think that the spirit box doesn't have anything else to say. Hey Meryl, yes, fun night. Yes, Spirit, 20, 21. You got 21 likes tonight, even though it says 18 on the screen. Okay, I'm moving to California, even if it's not happening today. It just kind of feels good to say that, you know? Like, yeah, no, fuck it, it feels great. I'm moving to California. Who's coming with me? Or who's going to be there when I get there? Will you be there, Spirit? Will the Ghost Army come with me to California? Will you guys move to California with me? I mean, if the South is going to be as expensive as California now, I mean, what the hell am I going to stay here for? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Alright, I guess the spirit box doesn't have anything to say to us. I'm going to go for the night. Thank you everybody who came by and liked the live and subscribed and chatted with me and bought a reading and didn't buy a reading. And just all around good night and have fun. Be good to yourselves and your thoughts. Happy weekend. I'll see you this weekend. Mwah. Kalanita. Music is sacred and no prison will hold this